We are going to continue our work on Razzex, the Lone Hunter, and after that we're going to continue pinning and building the beautiful Savage Rev Gun model resin kit. We built Razzex, or I built Razzex the last stream. I did a couple of videos on it on YouTube for the guys on YouTube. We've pinned most of the body parts together. We just need to pin the head to the body, to the upper body, and we need to pin the upper body parts to the lower body. Then we have the decorations that we still need to pin, and we have the dreadlocks that we still have to put on the body as well. So there's a couple of small things that we still need to do. So for the guys on YouTube, this is part 3. Welcome. Hope you liked the previous parts. I think I'm gonna start with the head, but the body is also something I still need to do. I might wanna use a large pin for this because it's quite a large part. It needs to carry some weight, so to go a little bit larger on the body parts is not a bad idea at all. And again, like, I cannot stress enough on the beauty of this model. The quality is just amazing, and just to have it displayed unpainted, it's just a very eye-catching piece, even without the paint. Like, there's no mold lines, no bubbles, nothing. It's like a 99% perfect kit, and there are some like some seam lines here and there, but that's about it. And those are easy fixes. And sometimes a seam line between parts can just not be avoided, and it's up to the model builder to fix that seam line. For example, for the head, let me see if the camera will start on the unmasked head. I have to attach these mandibles, so there will be a seam line that I'll have to fill up, which is not a very difficult process. And it's not, it's unavoidable with such a complicated and dynamic piece, because Narin could have easily, keep those attached and then mold them that way, but the risk of breakage will, increase. So I think that's the better step to take to make sure that your pieces arrive safely, unbroken, undamaged. And then it's up to the kit builder to get rid of that seam line, which is an easy thing to do. So sometimes these things are unavoidable, and that's part of the hobby. That's part of the kit. If you buy from a company, the chances are that there are going to be seam lines between parts. That's just how it is. So let's get this thing going. Let's start doing some work on this kit. Like I said many times before, this is probably my number 2 favorite statue that I have so far. It's that good. So yeah, like, I want to really take my time and make sure that I build them correctly. I think this will be the perfect size. I have a lot of drilling room. It's a large chunk of resin, so it'll be excellent to drill deep into the part. And I think this will be the perfect size for it. Yeah, that'll be the perfect size. Now, because we had some issues with the drilling last stream, I'm just gonna start small and I work my way up to the correct size, because I don't want any more drill bits slipping. I want to make sure I do it right. And this is the correct size that I want to finish with. So I'm just going to start small. Now I need to get some new drill bits. Maybe I'll drop by the hardware store tomorrow and get some new drill bits, because some of them are just really spent. They've been used a lot. The resin is getting hot. I want to build my way up. You know, the smaller drill bits just really are a guide for the bigger ones. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. So the drill bit broke off. So now I gotta see if I can drill it out. I don't think I can get it out. Now a hole is easily fixable with epoxy resin. But this drill bit is just, it lodged itself into the piece. I don't know. It's not in far. It just broke off. Like, God damn it. If I could just wiggle it loose. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How am I going to get the drill bit out? That's... I have to kinda... I mean, the solution is easy, but it's kind of not. It's just drilling bigger holes around it and then hoping I can, but so the solution is fairly easy, but it's not easy to do on stream. It's just getting these drill bits out and then filling up the hole that then filling up the hole with epoxy resin and then letting that harden and then re-drill the hole. I could also drill it here, which is not really a problem. I don't know why the drill bit lodged itself, stuck, and then broke off. It seemed like it hit like concrete or something. It's just really in there. It's just absolutely stuck, which is weird. It's just really stuck. Of course, the drill bit wants to walk again. God damn it. God damn it, man. It just does not want to come out. And it's not even far in there. Oh, I can feel it wiggling a little bit. Yes! There we go. Mother. That was stuck in there. And now we have a problem. I think it's salvageable. But salvageable, I mean without using epoxy resin to fix that hole. Because epoxy resin is a really extreme way, I would say. So there's something about it's all of a sudden trying to, so I can easily use this and then fill up that hole with all sorts of like the drilling residue, and I could fill that up with baby powder. It sounds funny, but baby powder and super glue create like this sort of like this this cement. So that's not a real issue, and you won't even see it. You just want to make sure that it's fixed in there. Now we do have like a small little issue, because now we have to match up we still have to match up that hole. This is enough to create a good imprint. Yeah, that's enough. Oh boy, this model is really just putting me to the test. Now I definitely have to buy new drill bits. Also, the resin seems to be a little bit different. It has like a very earthy kind of smell to it. I don't know. I think they might use polystone and then combine it with some type of resin. I'm still drilling. Okay. Let's see. It's important to get off that buildup, because that's causing the drill bit to lodge itself stuck in the resin. Now where's our test piece? Is that our test piece? Yeah, that's our test piece. Now that is a perfect fit. Can't get any more perfect than that. And I don't want to jinx it, so this is not very deep. It kind of looks deep, but I want to go a little bit deeper. Do not blow the drilled resin all over my models. I want to save this dust because I'm going to need it to fill up that hole. have to go even shorter? Damn. Let's say about this. Ooh, perfect. So now, because our hole is bigger than it needs to be, and to kind of fix that mistake, I could go a couple of ways. I could fill it up with epoxy resin. It's got a really long drying time. There's a risk of spillage, and if you spill that all over your model, you kind of ruin the model because it's not a very fun material. I can fill it up with the resin drill dust. Fill it up, and then in combination with super glue, it will harden, and it will kind of create this like cement type material. It's super hard, and I could also do the same thing kind of with baby powder, which is also a very good good material to fill seams with if you don't have like clay or multi-putty or something like that. You can use baby powder, properly lined up. Now I think I'm gonna go with the baby powder. I'm first gonna make sure that this is all secure. We fill that up, let it sink into the wood, because the wood just absorbs that super glue like crazy. Then we're gonna take our, let's see, our baby powder right here. Just this stuff, baby powder, which they put on like baby ass. For diaper rash and stuff like that. And you kind of want to just get it in there. And you want to get something to work it with. You know, just fill it up. It's just a really cheap way to kind of fix these type of mistakes. Yeah, some people don't have access to epoxy resin, 2-part epoxy resin and stuff like that, and it's just, if you don't have the experience with it, it's just a material that you don't want to use if you're not experienced with it. So we're just work it in a little bit. Kind of shape it like that, and then you want to get off the stuff you don't need. Now it's gonna get absorbed by the baby powder. You want to be careful you don't spill it. Clean it up as soon as possible. Let it get absorbed. You can feel it reacting, and the reaction is that it gets super hot. So you want to also be careful that you don't burn your hand, because the reaction with it, I don't know what the type of reaction it is, but it gets super hot. This looks like a weird way to fix something, but it's just really it gets super absorbed, but it's just really like a cheap trick to fix these type of situations. Baby powder and super glue. You could also use cocaine. That's also a possibility, of course. Use your cocaine and then kind of fill it up with cocaine. But that's kind of the more expensive kind of way. You would I would go with the baby powder. So this is super hard now. There we go. Wow. Perfect fit. Save the day. Yes. We fixed the issue. Now there's a little neat trick for everyone who's been having issues with drilling holes and stuff like that. So that's a neat little trick right there. And I learned how to kind of do it with baby powder from other YouTubers. It's just, you know, passing on that knowledge to other kit builders and stuff like that. It's just a really good, effective way to fix problems. So we have 2 destroyed drill bits right now, which kind of sucks, but we needed to get new drill bits anyways. So now we want to continue on with the head. Now I want to start small again, because we had just way too many issues right now that we don't want to risk any more of these mistakes. All right, so let's take our gummy stuff. I really like the gummy stuff name. That's a good name, gummy stuff. And get it in there. Right. Before we continue, now this had a small hole, but we want a big one. This wasn't this size, right? No, it's not this size. And before we start, yeah, I think this is the correct drill bit. All right. Camera, focus. There we go. Whoa. This is also the type of resin that really wants to catch on to that drill bit. I think there's polystone in it. That would explain kind of the smell. I've heard that some resins are mixed with polystone to give it more strength or to make it cheaper. I don't exactly know the reason for it, but I think that was the reason, to make it stronger. Or this is the correct drill bit. Let's save that for later. We're gonna need that. But polystone also just can be really, really hard. It can be really tough. So I'm not sure if that's the case right here, but there we go. All right. Let's see, we're gonna make an imprint. We have a good imprint. That's funny. Hang on. Yeah, that's correct. So we want to take the angle into consideration, because the body, the neck, is bent forward, but the head is going this way. We want to take the angle into consideration. And we want to make sure that that drill hole is drilled that way. So we want to make sure that we take that angle into consideration. Now it's not that far in, but perfect. Perfect. Another one for the books, I would say. Yes. Do I want to glue it yet? Yes. Now here's the interesting part, because we had to drill one head to get the hole there. We now have to line up this head as well, because that's a little bit more difficult because of our gummy stuff. I'd rather have just try go back and forth with one head than to do it with two. I chose to do it like this, so now we have to do the gummy stuff trick in reverse. The gummy stuff of mine is making the peg much thicker, so might not. I think I'm gonna. It stayed on there. Okay, we're gonna do it differently. We're gonna take this as our guide. Yep. I'm gonna take the stick. All right. Then we're gonna do it like this. There we go. Now we know exactly where to drill. Perfect. The peg needs to be a little bit longer. More like that. Perfect. Let it dry. It's weird because this head is just way more snug. But that might be because the peg might be a little bit better fit. And then this peg is a little bit more loose. Yeah, you could definitely see that this head is a little bit loose. And this one is really snug. So, but that's not a problem. He just looks way cool. And I think I'm gonna do the mandibles today as well. I made an oopsie. I also need to drill the stand. See, I'm such an idiot sometimes, man. I just... You have to kind of... Oh, perfect. See, when things go right, they go 100% right. But when they go wrong, they go really wrong. Perfect.